more than 30 years of war and the Khmer Rouge, Cambodia was never to be the same again.
I actually wanted to play with the texture of the metal. So
when I first heard about this project, I felt that it is very meaningful. Saught is really contributing to the society by turning objects of war into objects of peace. Students from the School of Design are to come up with designs for jewellery collections. After that, the students will head over to Cambodia to work together with artisans from a small workshop to create the product. The jewellery will then be sold to generate income for these artisans, help landmine victims and the poor in Cambodia.
I hope that it will help them to improve their economy in one way or another by designing different kinds of jewellery for different people and raise awareness of the situation down there to the world.
But inspiration is one thing, and hard work is another. My friends and I spent weeks sketching and working with our lecturers in Saught. The designs must be ready before we head off to Cambodia. The day has finally arrived. Looks like some of my friends have packed their whole wardrobe in their suitcase. The minute we touched down, there was no time to waste. At the workshop, it was all hands on deck. We only have 1 week to realize our designs.
When I saw the artisans for the first time in the workshop, I feel that the working conditions is not very good for them because the lighting is really dim. It can barely fit all of the students and the lecturers that were present here today. And it's not air conditioned. I think that our school's facility is way much better. We should really feel fortunate.
The artisans are lucky. At least they can still make a direct living from the handicrafts that they make. But many others are not as lucky as them. For the next few days, we left the artisans at their work and also took a chance to get to know Cambodia better. All around, Cambodia is still constantly reminded of its dark past. From 1975 to 1979, during the reign of the Khmer Rouge regime, an estimated 2.5 million Cambodians died. If a civilian wasn't killed by disease or starvation, he would most probably been brutally tortured or murdered by the government. That is why many call the regime the genocide of Cambodia.
In the war, Pol Pot became the Prime Minister of the Khmer Rouge of Cambodia.
When the tour guide explained to us and gave us examples of what happened, honestly speaking, I felt a rush of anger within me because of the inhumane acts that happened. Every kind of torture is really traumatizing. At the same time, I felt pitiful for the victims who had to go through all this torture. I could not imagine any of this happening to people around me or my friends, myself, and my family.
The suffering of the Cambodians did not stop at the Khmer Rouge. The Vietnamese then invaded the country to force out the government. Thousands of landmines and bombs were used during this war. And even to this very day, people are still falling victim to these weapons. Landmines are just one of the legacies left behind by the war. As we traveled around the city, we see that many Cambodians are still suffering from poverty and starvation. Chun Li may be almost the same age as us, but other than that, we are worlds apart. He lives in a slum area next to a city dump site. And instead of going to school, Chun Li joins the other children to pick and sell rubbish for a living. These children often suffer from malnutrition and have so little going for them. Even a pair of simple sandals is enough to make their day.
Looking at the living conditions there, I am definitely more determined to finish my product, as my product runs along the theme freedom of poverty. When I see the people living at the squatters, I think that they are being trapped in the vicious cycles of poverty, so I really hope that one day they can break free.
After experiencing Cambodia firsthand, we are armed with a renewed sense of determination. Back at the workshop, the artisans are halfway through their work. Slowly but surely, our designs are taking form. We are really proud that we have managed to achieve our goals. During the trip, we built a connection with the Cambodians, learning about their past as well as their way of living. Experiencing the different environments, the workshop, slum, and dump site makes us appreciate what we have. We really hope that our efforts can, at the very least, help to raise awareness of the plight in Cambodia. This was a very special project, one that will always be close to our hearts, a story that we will always remember.